Director Gooderall, please call the roll.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Good afternoon.
Chairman Johnson,
Here.
Commissioner Pretwinkle,
Here.
Commissioner Whitley,
Here.
Commissioner Steele, Commissioner Castaneda,
Here.
Commissioner Harden.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum.
Very well. The next portion of the meeting is the public participation. Registered speakers will be allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Please proceed with the public comment period.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for joining us today to share your comments with the PBC Board. In compliance with the Open Meetings Act, public participation provides an opportunity for residents to share their comments with our Board of Commissioners. Although this is not a question and answer session, staff are happy to follow up with you after the meeting. As a reminder, public participants must register 2 hours in advance of the meeting and are allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Also, as stated in the PBC's resolution adopted by the board, all public comments must be limited to issues of concern before the board or its committees. Remarks of a personal nature directed toward a member of the board, employees of the commission, or any other individual will not be permitted. Although we welcome public participation and public comment at our meetings, conduct or behavior that is not respectful or violation of our anti-harassment policy will not be tolerated. Thank you again for joining us today. Mary Pat?
Thank you, Ray. Our first speaker is Ms. Chloe Lay.
On my First Amendment right, that overrides that policy. Brandon Johnson, I was told that you're a nationalist, but that's impossible. Because if that were the case, you would not have handlers preventing you from settling my case. I was told that you were a vice lord, but that simply can't be true because if you were, you would have ensured my case was settled. As a Black man with a Black wife raising 3 Black children on the west side of Chicago, you've done absolutely nothing for the Black community. Crime is not down 20%. In fact, we'll never know the real census numbers because you're not counting the illegals committing crimes every day, just like you. You embarrassed yourself in DC last Wednesday, per usual. You need to step down as mayor. Lori Lightfoot was an embarrassment to Chicago. Rahm Emanuel was a cancer to Chicago. Daley and his father created the racist chaos, and you're the only one who's going to get hit the hardest. If you think you're going to walk away with the 3.5 million pension while failing to use common sense and logic to direct the law department or Daley Jr. to settle my family's case, think again. I will push for a RICO charge. It's RICO time. You have me and my family messed up. You can act delusional all you want, but if this administration doesn't find the financial remedy for my family, PTU and that pension will be null and void. Ask your buddies about RICO since you're an Elgin Vice Lord. It's RICO time. Sovereign immunity does not protect against fraud, constitutional violations, or bad faith actions, or that Invest Southwest money you keep funneling like Daley Jr. did that TIF money. Settle my case, fam. Settle my case.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Ms. Danielle Carter.
Well, we got Congresswoman Luna and Luna. You got all the evidence of the stealing, the fraud, everything they've been doing. Right now, the citizens are demanding a forensic audit on how our tax dollars were spent with this illegal alien scam. We want a forensic audit of how that COVID money was spent. We're asking Pam Bundy, Kash Patel, President Trump, and we're asking Elon Musk. We're asking and we're demanding a forensic audit. We are not playing with these crooks, and we demand justice for how our tax dollars have been stolen and spent. That's all we gotta say. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Ms. Amanda Englert.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for hearing me today. My name is Amanda Englert, and I'm back here on behalf of the Advocates for Morgan Shoal, a community-centered group working to ensure that the ideas and vision of community members are included in the reconstruction plan for Morgan Shoal and not this process abide by the law. I've been coming to these meetings for a while and patterns emerge. There are a lot of us who love this city and are willing to fight for it to be a safe, just, welcoming home for all. We are people who believe strongly enough about these issues that we consistently take time away from our jobs to come down here and hold you accountable for doing yours. In 2 days, the PBC will be holding an RFQ for the Morgan Shoal project, slated to begin construction Q3 of this year. There is no possible way for this process to legally reach the point of construction by this fall. The PBC and the Corps have been reminded by federal and state agencies and by community members over and over that this process has not abided by the law. It has proceeded completely backwards so that we find ourselves legally at square one. We are ready to begin at the beginning when you are, with a process that engages the community from the start and ends with a legitimate plan. We're not there yet. It's not time for contractors. It's time for cooperation. I'm not a lawyer. I'm an artist who loves to swim. Why is the onus on me to organize and protest and fundraise lawyers and condition studies, continually demanding that you do what is in your job description, funded by our tax dollars to do? It's insulting, it's illegal, it's a waste of everyone's time. Mr. Mayor, I cannot fathom the depth and scope of what you have to deal with each day. I voted for you. I appreciate how hard you work. This is an easy one. Please stand with us and demand that this is done right. Thank you.
Thank you. Chairman, that concludes our speakers.
Very well, thank you. For consideration to approve the minutes for the regular meeting held February 11th, 2025. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor of approving the minutes, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. The motion is approved. Now for the report by the Administrative Operations Committee regarding the meeting held on March 5th, 2025. Commissioner Whitley will present this report.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I'm presenting this report on behalf of Commissioner Jose Maldonado. The AO Committee held a meeting on March the 5th, 2025. The report is as follows. The Director of Procurement reported on task order awards for surveyor and environmental engineering specialty consulting services to previously appointed firms. The report is under tab A4A. The Director of Procurement reported on the appointment of a firm to provide design architect services for the Department of Family and Support Services Regional Senior Center project. The Executive Director will provide additional details during his report. The Executive Director reported on the field order and on various outreach opportunities. The AO Committee accepted the recommendations and reports from the PBC representatives, and that concludes the report.
Thank you, Commissioner. Is there a motion to accept this report?
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second,
Moved and seconded. Can the reporter provide the second? I don't know what the parliamentary procedure. Can we have somebody else second it? just in
Second.
case?
sorry.
It's been moved and seconded. It's okay. Any questions? All those in favor of accepting this report, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This report is accepted. For consideration or approval of the acquisition, Cotter Consulting Incorporated by Instoa Incorporated, an executive director will provide this recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In 2018, the PBC publicly advertised a request for proposals for firms to provide project development services. In December of 2018, a PBC awarded term contracts to 3 different firms to provide the services, including Cotter Consulting, Inc. Recently, Cotter Consulting, Inc. was acquired by Instoa, Inc. Instoa purchased all assets, and staff from Cotter Consulting, Inc. As a result, the firm has undergone reorganization and is a limited liability company with the same employer identification number it currently has. The new name is Cotter Consulting LLC, and their existing professionals will continue to perform all work under their term contract with the PBC. In accordance with the terms of their contract, the firm is seeking approval of the acquisition so they can continue to provide project development services to the PBC. The PBC performed due diligence reviews of Instoa, Inc., including financial, legal, and insurance reviews, and confirmed Cotter Consulting LLC will continue to provide the services required under their term contract. That concludes my report for item A5.
Thank you, ED Gitteroff. Is there a motion to approve this recommendation?
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second,
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Now for the report also by the executive director regarding his regular reports, development status, and other matters. Executive Director.
Thank you, Chairman Johnson. I have an update regarding our activities since the last meeting, along with various dates to share for upcoming outreach events. On February 19th, our team celebrated Black History Month by joining together for an informational presentation from staff to learn more about the origins of Black History Month. I would like to commend our staff for their incredible work. On February 21st, PBC attended the Chicago Aldermanic Black Caucus Job Fair at Malcolm X College. It was a great opportunity for our staff to network and register attendees to sign up for PBC alerts and expand our audience for upcoming opportunities and events. On February 24th, PBC and its partners at the Chicago Department of Transportation, the Department of Planning and Development, and the 35th Ward Automatic Office hosted a community open house to discuss space development opportunities for the Logan Square Plazas project. The open house was held at the Logandale Elementary School located at 3212 West George Street. This was the third community engagement event for the project. These sessions provide an excellent opportunity for residents to share feedback and engage with our team regarding the Logan Square Plazas project. Coming up this week on March 13th, with the support of our partners at the Chicago Department of Transportation, the Chicago Park District, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, we are hosting a pre-submission conference for the project-specific pre-qualification of general contractors for the Morgan Shoal Revetment Reconstruction Project. The conference will be held at the Mandrake Park Fieldhouse located at 3858 South Cottage Grove Avenue. A copy of the flyer is included in your binders for your reference. The intent of the conference is to discuss the requests for qualifications issued on February 18th, respond to any inquiries, and promote networking opportunities with the construction community. Then, on March 25th, we're coordinating with the Chicago Park District and the 27th Ward Automatic Office to host a community event regarding the Kells George Park Fieldhouse. The meeting will be held at the RM Daily Branch Library located at 733 North Kedzie, and we look forward to working with the community on this exciting new project. Then, on April 17th, PBC will host its next quarterly Assist Agency Conference. The conference will be held at the PBC. Then, on May 21st, we will host our second annual PBC Connection session at the Malcolm X College. This event focuses on upcoming opportunities and doing business with PBC. We are planning an on-site networking with the PBC's pre-qualified general contractors, pre-approved job contracting firms, MBE, WBE firms, subcontractors, vendors, suppliers, and assist agencies. More importantly, we are inviting Dawson Technical Institute students who will have a chance to meet face-to-face with our contractors and discuss future employment opportunities. Next, I have some great news to share. I am pleased to report that the Government Finance Association has awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting to the PBC for its annual comprehensive financial report for fiscal year ended in December 31st of 2023. This is the highest form of recognition in governmental accounting and finance reporting. I wanted to personally thank and acknowledge the tremendous leadership of our audit committee, chaired by Commissioner Whitley, and the PBC's team led by our Director of Finance, Tanya Fouché-Weekly. We also want to thank the Deloitte team with support from Washington, Pittman, and McKeever, a minority business firm, and Velma Butler Associates, a minority and women-owned business firm, for their partnership with our team. We are very proud of this achievement. And in closing, Mr. Chairman, just want to acknowledge Women's History Month, especially the tremendous work and contributions from the incredible women on our board, your office, and the PBC. Their leadership has been invaluable. That concludes my report for item A6.
Very well, thank you, Mr. Executive Director. Is there a motion to accept this report?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. This report is accepted. Now for the City of Chicago, consideration of approval of a firm to provide design architect services for the Department of Family and Support Services Regional Senior Center. This is located at 4711 through 4755 South Calumet. Executive Director Gooderoff will provide the recommendation.
Thank you, Chairman Johnson. On February 11th of this year, we partnered with the city on a partial undertaking request for a proposed new Department of Family and Support Services Regional Senior Center. Together with our city partners, we reviewed PBC's AOR and EOR letters of interest and qualifications database, which is comprised of 136 architects and 72 different engineers. With concurrence from the team, PBC recommends the appointment of RADA Architects Limited, a women-owned business enterprise, as design architect for the project. RADA is committed to working with Millhouse Engineering, a minority-owned business enterprise firm, on this project. RADA has demonstrated the following: commitment to maximize the utilization of MBE and WBE firms, recent and relevant experience with design of similar types of facilities, knowledgeable and experienced staff with proven experience with civil, cultural, and governmental sector projects, extensive project experience within communities of the South and West Side, and understanding the public engagement process for outreach and the development of projects. RADA Architects will perform this work under their existing task order-based master agreement with the PBC. I would like to thank both Rada and Melanie from Rada and Millhouse who are here today with us. That concludes my report for item B1.
Very well, thank you very much. Is there a motion to approve this recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any other comments? Anyone want to add?
Yes,
Thank you. The chair recognizes Commissioner Burkholder.
I've heard about this project from the Alderman of the Fourth Ward, and I just want to thank the PPC for moving forward with it. This is a senior center, which is much needed in our part of the city.
Very well. Now, just add to that sentiment. I know the Alder of the Third Ward also is very much in agreement and understanding the value here. And again, thank you to your team. I'm just gonna call you EDG now.
EDG,
Is
I
that
like
okay?
that.
That's your new nickname.
That's perfect.
EDG.
Change the business
or-
card, if that's okay.
Hey, I don't know if that helps you with your filing of your taxes, but we'll do our best. But in all seriousness, the minority owned and women owned businesses that are partaking in these investments is significant, and we want to continue to drill down to make sure that development that's happening on the south and west sides of Chicago, that those who are participating in that development actually reflect the values of the community. So with that, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. The final item for consideration is approval of the revised undertaking request from the City College of Chicago, the Malcolm X College West Campus addition and renovations project. That's located at 4624 West on Madison Street. Chair recognizes EDG.
Thank you, Chairman Johnson. In June of 2023, both City Colleges of Chicago and PBC adopted resolutions authorizing an IGA and undertaking request for the development of an addition and targeted renovations and repairs at the existing West Side Learning Center as part of the Malcolm X College West Campus. On March 6th of 2025, the City Colleges of Chicago Board approved an amended resolution with funding authority identified in the amount of $17 million based on the current scope, schedule, and budget. Following approval of this revised undertaking, PBC will continue to work collaboratively with the City Colleges of Chicago and our construction manager, GMA, to complete this important investment. That concludes my report for item C1.
Very well. Is there a motion to approve this recommendation?
Yes, I make such a motion.
Thank you. So it's been moved to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
I just want to speak to this quickly, and I know Commissioner Whitley, you were there at the groundbreaking. A lot of good work that's happened on the West Side campus for Malcolm X.
Yes.
Expanding healthcare opportunities for nurses, right? For an industry that's going to continue to grow. So we're really excited about what's happening on the West Side of Chicago, particularly the Malcolm X West Side campus. A lot of great economic opportunities for the West Side, really for the entire city. And for the first time since the Keene riots, where there's significant investment all along Madison, it's going to be a new day for Madison Avenue, all along down that corridor between Malcolm X College, the Alpha Project with Reverend Hatch, development there. This is a good start in the right direction. So thank you to the PBC. Thank you, Gitteroff, for your leadership and role in this part. Thank you. All right, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying